It's time for your pre-arrival orientation from Global Career Exchange. Here's 10 things you must know before you depart your home country. We're going to be covering a lot of material, so please feel free to pause the video at any time to review the information further. Please take some time to check out all of the topics we will be discussing today. The purpose of the Exchange Visitor Program, the home country physical presence requirement, travel and entry into the United States, housing, fees, additional living expenses, healthcare and insurance costs, arrival notification requirements, and additional information to assist you, and finally, a link to the Wilberforce pamphlet and video. The first thing we are going to talk about, number 1, the purpose of the Exchange Visitor Program. The purpose of the program is to provide foreign nationals with opportunities to participate in educational and cultural programs in the United States and return home to share their experiences, and to encourage Americans to participate in educational and cultural programs in other countries. Exchange visitors enter the United States on a J-1 visa. The description of the program is that this is a cultural exchange program, not a work program. You are required to participate in cultural activities and follow your training plan. Failure to do so will result in termination from the program. The eligibility is as follows. Current students or those who have graduated within 1 year from an approved academic institution may participate in a structured and guided internship program. The goals of the J-1 internship program are to enhance mutual understanding between the people of the United States and your country. To participate in cross-cultural activities with Americans. This is mandatory, but so much fun. And finally, to return home to share your experience and increase knowledge of the United States. Number 2, the home country physical presence requirement. Some exchange visitors may be subject to a home country physical presence requirement, also known as Section 212E of the Immigration and Nationality Act, and PL 94484 as amended. You can read more about this on the U.S. Department of State website. Number 3, travel and entry into the United States. Be sure to have your DS 2019 and passport ready. You're going to need to show your DS form and passport to U.S. immigration officials at the border. Your visa is only valid when accompanied by the DS 2019, so please keep them together. This specifies the purpose of your stay and the dates of your program. And please don't forget, you must bring the original DS 2019 with you in order to cross the border. Number 4, housing, which is not provided by Global Career Exchange. Global Career Exchange does not provide or recommend housing or roommates due to potential legal liability. Therefore, you must contact the host employer and other interns in the area prior to accepting your intern offer in order to determine how you are going to locate housing. Next, we're going to talk about number 5, fees. And here are your exchange visitor fees to be paid in advance. Program fees, the Global Career Exchange Program fees, sponsorship DS, which are listed on the website, program fee of agent, health insurance, non-immigrant visa DS 160 application fee, and finally, your SEVIS fee. Number 6, other costs that the exchange visitor will likely incur. For example, living expenses while in the United States. Please keep in mind that there will also be additional living expenses and costs while living in the United States. All participants were provided a cost of living estimate form that is required with your application, and each participant must complete this form based on the location of their host organization. So please be prepared to cover your expenses, the cost of travel to host organization site, hotel-motel charges upon arrival, and a security deposit for apartments and furnishings. And your monthly expenses will include things like rent, transportation, utilities, and food. Your monthly wages are calculated by multiplying the estimated weekly salary by 4 weeks. Your paychecks will be reduced by any state, federal, and city tax you as the exchange visitor is required to pay. As an exchange visitor, you may not be required to pay Social Security or federal unemployment tax. It is strongly recommended, however, that all exchange visitors review the Internal Revenue Service IRS tax website. Number 7. Healthcare and insurance costs. Please remember that health insurance is for accidents or injuries. It does not cover pre-existing conditions. You have a deductible for each accident or illness. This means that there is an amount that you must pay, and the insurance covers amounts over and above what you pay. Read your policy for claim instructions. Review the website of your insurance company prior to arrival. Always carry your insurance ID card with you. Hospital stays and/or surgery must be approved in advance. You are responsible for any increase in cost or premium increase of your health insurance once in country. On-the-job injuries are covered by workers' compensation from your employer. You must arrive with a copy of your insurance policy. If you do not have it, contact your sponsor and agent immediately. Again, insurance is for accidents and injuries. It does not cover dental or orthodontic treatment. Your policy is for the exact dates of your DS 2019 form. You may want to purchase insurance for time prior to your start date and after your end date. Number 8. Arrival notification requirements. Within 3 days of arrival and 10 days of address change. You will receive pre-arrival and orientation instructions prior to your departure from your home country. Within 3 days of arrival at your worksite, you must inform Global Career Exchange of your United States address. Failure to report this within 72 hours of arrival or change in any address within 10 days will result in termination from the program and immediate departure from the United States. Number 9. Other information which will assist exchange visitors to prepare for their stay in the United States. Please keep in mind that all pre-arrival information can be viewed at www.globalcareerexchange.com, especially things like CVIS arrival validation, health insurance requirements, Social Security card I-94 information, and the Wilberforce pamphlet on rights and protections. Number 10. The Wilberforce pamphlet. You will be emailed a copy of the Wilberforce pamphlet prior to your arrival. If you received an A3, G5, HJ, NATO 7, or B1 domestic worker non-immigrant visa, you should have also received a copy of this pamphlet during your visa interview. You can also download another copy in the language of your choice at the State Department's website. Global Career Exchange will also email you another copy if requested. And here's some important information about your sponsor. As you know, your sponsor is Global Career Exchange. The sponsor is the company designated by the U.S. Department of State to issue your visa paperwork and monitor you while you are in the United States. The sponsor does not work for the employer. The sponsor does not work for the agency. The sponsor works for you, the intern. The sponsor phone number is on your DS form. No host employer can send you home or threaten to send you home. So please don't forget that Global Career Exchange works for you. And here is all the contact information for us that you will need. And finally, we will be reviewing contact information for the Office of Exchange Coordination and Designation, Department of State Exchange Visitor Program. Here is all the information you need for the Private Sector Programs Division. You can always go to their website and download a welcome brochure. The emergency hotline is listed, main phone number, fax, and their mailing address. Thank you for watching the Global Career Exchange pre-arrival video. We wish you safe travels!